the Human Arch
What?
are going to be able to watch Dance Freak with your parents.
Oh, I see. And a quick question about Twitch. We've never done a Twitch. Is can you monetize Twitch? Is Twitch profitable in some way? Can people sound off in the chat and give subscription bites? Can they give you bits that you can use and put the financing of the bits from the Twitch towards the Dance Freak?
No. Dance Freak, we shut down the Dance Freak financial campaign. The public funding of Dance Freak is over. What happens
can
now
people pay
is
you on Twitch for fun, just for giving more money for Robby?
I can imagine that's probably crosses a lot of boundaries and
Someone says you currently
an
can't
illegal.
Get bits. You have to get partners.
What does that mean?
You need to get Twitch affiliated. Robby, give Robby money. Twitch's rich friendship value more than money.
And one of the things I would like to buy with money when I do get the money is I have this great ring light, but I don't have any kind of stand for it. So. You know how people are always saying, I stand for Alan. I stand for electronic game. I stand for Dragon's Dogma.
Robby, I have a stand.
So you stand for your stand, and I stand for
my light stand.
But I stand for the stand, which I need for the ring light to be able to use it properly. Because otherwise, I can use it like this, which lights beneath, or I can just sort of lay it over here on the side and forget about it.
And we're going to be playing Elden Ring tonight. And you would imagine when you're watching this, imagine the fun EGI music that used to play when we were financed by Adult Swim and they would pay for fun music. So imagine that fun music playing, and that would make all the kind of banter we're doing more enjoyable.
It was sort of like a didgeridoo, like in the native peoples of Australia might use, except it was chosen and produced by a white person. So that's one knock against. We're on HBO.
Yes, HBO owns the IP for electronic game information. They own the rights to our likeness, to Alan's likeness and Robby's likeness.
Yes.
So technically, we can't use that. So
we can, but one step up is Discovery Plus. So we can always hope that Discovery Plus, they're going through the back catalog of AdultSwim.com/Twitch/gaming/ Robby and Alan.
Share the stream.
So this game will of course be fully familiar to anyone who's played Dragon's Dogma on the Nintendo Switch. It's of course Elden Ring. It's here on it. I'm opening it. I'm playing it for the first time. Let's dive right into Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Here we go. Oh,
yay.
Wow. Okay, adjust brightness.
Okay.
Well, let me just figure this thing out.
Okay.
So this is always something that catches me up because honestly, I want the game to. I want Dance Freak to be dark. I want it to be.
So we should do one of these calibration menus.
So let's just put the calibration super low. It says adjust brightness until the image on the right is barely visible. Well, I can't see a damned thing, so we know it's bright. But we don't want to lose the thing on the left. And what is this?
Right.
This is
what is that thing?
This is the Elden Ring, or this obviously these kinds of scratchings, these ancient texts, languages, and letters that are makes you think.
I've played about 90 to 100 hours of Elden Ring. I've never seen that.
Okay, and this is wow, this is okay. Camera speed. I'm going to turn the camera speed kind of up. I like the camera to kind of flip around a lot. And yes. I also love to have that y-axis reversed. You know I love it. I'm an inverted. Sound off in the chat if you're inverted y-axis person. If you go into anything that has that option and you say, I don't want it normal, I want it reversed. I just got a text message from my wife. She says, I assume you got gas. I did. So I'm going to go ahead real quick and text Katie back that I did get gas. Alan, if you could just sound off in the chat about if you could.
I'm going to tell everybody in the chat
what
is up.
Okay.
Robby got gas.
I got gas. Katie's not on Twitch, but she is on baby duty. As you know, I do have a baby son. He's almost 2 years old. He knows how to say cuss words now because we're always stubbing our toes.
Yeah, that's cute.
And the
I
camera is.
I kind of always felt like I was your little baby son.
In a way that maybe would never really make sense because you don't live with me. I don't take care of you.
You nourish me.
I know.
You do nourish
I know. Nourish you in a real way, in that I don't actually pour the smoothie into your bottle after nap time, and you drink the smoothie and you're nourished.
But you nourish my body, my soul.
Well, I suppose that's up for debate. So we want the x-axis to be normal because although I guess I'm some sort of I'm the vanguard. I'm a kind of a rebel when it comes to the y-axis. When it comes to the x-axis, I'm just a normal Joe. You see me on the street, you're like,
yeah,
that's an x-axis normal guy.
Robby, you're the vanguard of the y-axis.
So let's go to next, updating save data, and now we are diving right into the
okay. Do you have any idea which character class you might be picking tonight?
Right. I have not even begun. I didn't even realize that this is already a lot wilder than I was expecting. Astrologer, prophet, samurai.
I will help you in this menu.
So this is a great time to take a quick break here. If you can see here, the wretch class of characters, you have some rather racy images.
Robbie, please do not pick the wretch class.
I will not.
Level 1
I just want to point this out. This is the type of thing that you're not going to be seeing on dancefreak.com /
In Dance Freak, you might see something more akin to the prisoner or the confessor. I mean, you tell me.
Prisoner. So the two that are standing out to me right now are actually. I'd like a decent. So what's sound off in the chat? I'd like to do
sound off in the chat.
Some sounding off in the chat, if I might, right now, which is that I would like to use magic because usually in these souls born.
To the astrologer.
Souls born Sekiro Neo. And
stand up in the chat.
Of course, don't forget the Lords of the Fallen.
Robbie,
what's up?
May I offer, if you are interested in magic and spell casting,
Confessor?
I would suggest the astrologer, and you can study glintstone magic at the Academy of Raya Lucaria. I think that would be really good for you.
I love the
and you could get glintstone castings.
Astrologer is a good choice for the magics. Confessor has spells and swords.
But the prisoner is also a well-rounded character with a lot of intelligence points.
Hold on, I want to type something into this chat. At the Luke. I don't have a light-up keyboard, so it's hard for me to see the keys. Do I say at?
You say you'll say at the Luke Man.
I say at Luke Man. I like you. I mean, I like what he says.
Oh, right.
And there goes the chat.
Let me confessor spells with swords. So okay.
See, originally with the chat, we had somebody that was running the chat.
I disagree with Luke, the Luke Man, because the confessor has a low intelligence of 9, which is quite low. The prisoner has 14, and the astrologer has 16, which are high. You need a lot of intelligence to do glintstone spellcasting. I'm on a website that has up all the stats.
Well, I don't like to look at the stats. I don't like to think about the data. I'm going with my gut here, and my gut's telling me the confessor is the way to go. Because also, well, hold on, the prisoner's got a little dinky staff with a blue tip on it.
That's how they cast the glint. That's a glintstone stone from the glintstone. That's one of the stones they use to cast spells. Very powerful spells.
What kind of spells?
And he comes with it. The glintstone pebble is one of the primary spell, which will take you through the entirety of the game from the very second you get it. And it's just a quick little of blue light that hits your enemy.
Okay, so I'm going to go with the confessor. To type A or type B? Oh, I see. Okay, so we all know I'm going to go with type B because whenever I play these big open world action RPGs where there's a lot of character customization and options for the person that you're going to spend the most time with, I always like to go with my beautiful and wonderful and patient wife, Katie. So let's go ahead and type in Katie's name, and I like to go through all of these body types and make sure I can, and I like to get the character to look as much like Katie as I possibly can. And
does this look like Katie?
This doesn't look a lot like Katie to me, to be perfectly honest. But
the default confessor body type B does not look. Okay,
let's see. Okay, young, mature, aged.
Oof. How old is
walking a tightrope here?
Does Katie watch the stream?
Katie does not watch the stream, but I just like to picture it is. I like to imagine that it is her that I'm spending time with.
And how do you see? And what is Katie's body like?
I see her body.
Appearance wise, her age.
Well,
Oops.
so her age. I mean, she's.
Is she mature?
I would like to think that she's somewhere between young and mature, but I can say definitively that she is not between mature and aged. Got it.
But is she young? Do you have a young bride?
She was young when I met her.
And in the fantasy world of the lands between, is Katie young or mature?
So I'm going to ask everybody to close your eyes while I select the correct answer. Alan, if you could just close your eyes. I'm going to make sure that everybody... I'm going to make a choice, and I don't want anybody else to get in trouble for it. Okay. So it's still on this... The choice that I chose is mature.
Got it.
Keepsake.
I think that makes sense.
So, again, we're going to think about Katie... a medallion.
Is there sound? Do people hear this in the chat? Do they?
The sound is
Elden
turned
Ring
very
music?
low.
Is there music? But they hear us, and there's no music.
I think I hear
play
something.
Music on. Maybe people should play music in their homes when watching the stream. So
let's play some music.
More fun. Or you could play music.
Play some music on Spotify.
No. We don't want to get dinged.
Katie's using the Spotify. Okay, so let's think about Katie, wonderful wife of 8 years this year. 8 years married.
How long have you known me?
13 years. I actually met you the same year that Katie and I started dating, believe it or not. So that was about 12 and a half years ago.
Yeah.
So based on what you know of Katie, based on what I know of Katie, based on what the chat knows of Katie.
Hey, sound off in the chat what you know of Katie.
Gold of Grace. What kind of keepsake would Katie hold on to for the entirety of this terrifying
Robby,
trip into a dark fantasy, the mists of the lands between?
Now, Robby, this is an important decision. This is an item of great significance that will affect your early gameplay. I would suggest you use the golden seed. It will allow you to get 1 extra flask of healing grace.
An extra flask. So Katie is always trying to stay hydrated. So the idea of an extra flask does appeal to me. But let's go down to Fanged Imp Ashes.
I don't know what the Fanged Imp Ash does.
Fanged Imp Ashes. So she likes to burn things. She's always burning things in the house. So this could be it. This could be ash of small diminutive golems.
Spirit within.
Spirit within. Final Fantasy. It kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy and Spirits Within.
Spirits Within, the motion captured film, one of the first fully motion captured CGI films.
And it
starring James Woods.
One of the first, I think, one of the first features to feature the trope of having men with guns with glowing eyes.
And there are glowing eyes in Elden Ring.
Cracked pot. She's always breaking things, so that could be it.
The cracked pot will allow you to craft 1 more extra cracked pot items. so you could have maybe 3 or 4.
Well, she'll try to keep a cracked pot, but I'm throwing it out. So I'm not.
Throw
So
it, throw it, but the pot comes back into your inventory.
Well, it's because sometimes you put a plant in the pot after. You might not use the pot for cleaning or cooking anymore, but you use it for the plant.
And in Elden Ring, you could fill it with festering blood beast to give scarlet rot or blood loss, or you could maybe put in poison chemicals to poison your enemies, or fire, or magical grease, all sorts of wonderful fantasy items.
That cracked pot has magical grease?
The cracked pot can be filled with all sorts of magical items imbued with powers, and you can use them to infect your enemies with different sort of stats.
So Rattlemane is in the chat. He says, "I heard this is officially EGI. It is not EGI.
This is not EGI.
Is a stream of the game Elden Ring to celebrate the success of the Dance Freak
funding
crowdfund campaign, which again went far and above what we asked for, and as a result, we find ourselves here because we wanted to give something back to the community of people that came together to make sure that we had the money that we needed to make the picture.
But don't say EGI in the chat.
Don't say EGI in the chat.
We could get dinged. Okay. That is IP of HBO and HBO Max, and if they catch us using the words electronic game information, we'll be litigated to all hell.
Yes, so we got in trouble once before. It would be great not to get in trouble again. But, I mean, we're about to enter a world of trouble because we're about to get right into the worlds between.
Robbie, you haven't designed the Katie character.
Right, so we're at Stone Sword Key. She does use... We don't use...
Stone Sword's Key could be interesting. You could get a very powerful item by unlocking...
Bewitching Branch, the 5... I can't even... Half of these words don't make any sense to me.
You're going to want to pick the golden seed.
Boiled prawn's a good one.
You're going to want to pick that golden seed.
You know what? I'm gonna go with... What's Shibiri's Woe? The crazed likeness of a nozzle whose eyes have been gouged out. Well, why would I want to attract their aggression? I guess I'm a confessor. So the confessor is, I'm guessing, some kind of Solomon Kane-like character. Remember the classic Robert Howard Solomon Kane series of books, Alan, from the 1940s and 50s, where the proto-Quaker Solomon Kane wanders the wastes of a sinful Europe and parts of other continents, but mostly in Europe, and fires his blunderbuss at demons throughout.
The Confessor is a church spy adept at covert operations, equally adept at swords as they are with incantations.
Okay, so I'm between the golden seed and the boiled prawn.
I will highly recommend the golden seed. Will really help.
All right, all right, we're going with the golden seed, Alan. You've convinced me to get the golden seed. And this is that kind of crap I don't want to see.
Hey, it's the list. The list is in the chat.
Choose base template. All right. So we're going through the list.
The list is in the chat.
None of these so far sticking out to me as looking very much like Katie. But when you dive into something, do we have any backstory on all of these? On these are aristocrat.
I don't think there are backstories on this.
Loner,
I think this
northern, seafarer, Reedlander, Draconian,
the stock
Nightfolk.
Of the character.
Newman.
Which one of these looks the most like Katie?
Well, I'm gonna go with even though it doesn't look like her yet, I'm guessing that we could probably get in there and kind of move some stuff around. So maybe I'm gonna go with the northerner.
Because Katie is a northerner?
No, well, she's her people hail from the great island, the Emerald Isle of Ireland, and she had one grandparent who lived in French Canada, but they don't know where he's from. But he was very pale, so we can make some assumptions.
Are we doing an AMA in the chat? Should we be doing an AMA?
What does that mean?
Should the chat be sounding off with all sorts of fun questions for us to answer?
Okay, here. So we do get to alter the skin color a little bit. So let's go and find Katie's skin color, which lately is, as we were spending more time at home, We do not get as much sun as we used to, but I wouldn't say that she's quite so ice pale as some of these default settings. And I can't really see the screen very well because the light in here is a little bit too bright, so I'm gonna have to make some slight creative decisions here. Would you just? Katie's not too. She's pale, but she's not so pale that she's sickly. In fact, I would say that she's got a sunny. She's sunny. She's got a sunny.
Hey, Robbie.
Countenance.
Elden Ring is a co-op play, and we could play together.
Well, it doesn't have cross-play, so unfortunately, Alan, you have a PlayStation 5, and I've got, and that was I think an incorrect purchase. I think you should have got an OLED Switch so you could play wonderful classic action RPGs like Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen, on the go wherever you go.
I went through hell and high water to get that PlayStation 5. It was originally meant as a gift for you, which you refused to accept. Does that look like Katie?
Does it look like... It's starting to look a little bit more like Katie. It doesn't look so much like Katie lately. But, you know, there's at least 23 years where I didn't know what Katie looked like, so...
What do you mean?
Well, because I didn't meet her until she was 24.
Got it. Sounding off in the chat, Curio Lab says, question... Who gave you that excellent haircut? I assume they're asking Robbie.
I went to Uno Momento.
And I gave myself my own haircut, which I always give myself my own haircut. So sound off in the chat if you like.
I went to Great Clip.
Or Robbie.
I went to
Great Clips.
So I go to Great Clips. They keep your hairstyle on file. So you go in, and it doesn't matter which stylist you get. You can get the same haircut you always get. I always ask for something different, but largely the same. But I enjoy being. It's one of the few places I do like it when people I don't know touch me. So I'm going with. I don't like any of these bone structures off the default, so I'm just going to have to go in and see if I can...
Nightwalker11 asks, Alan, question, how do you begin cutting your own hair? Seems like a scary proposition. It's not scary. I use a buzzer, one of the sort of tapered buzzers to do the sides, and then I just scissor, and I kind of imagine what I think the back would look like. You tell me how it worked. 'Cause I can't see back there. I don't have two mirrors.
So we're going to go ahead and start adjusting this a little bit. You want to see it a little bit?
It's the list. Question, Robbie, do you like when the doctor touches you at the doctor's?
No, I don't like it when the doctor touches me at the doctor's.
It's the list.
I don't like it when the doctor touches me. I don't like it when the dentist touches me.
Toxic14 asks, will the Dance Freak be in cinemas? I think they mean theaters.
Theaters. There will be, yes. We're going to try to work out as we get closer and closer. So I feel like I'm not seeing any. I'm going up and down on this apparent age slider, and I feel like I'm not seeing any difference.
What's the number on that? It's
195.
195. That character couldn't be at a grade school.
So this doesn't look anything like Katie, but let's see if we can get a little bit more.
This is kind of a fun question. Will there be any large women in Dance Freak, or will they all be normal size?
There will be one normal sized woman that we know of. I would say that there's going to be one.
In the casting, we kind of opened it up to larger women, like really tall women, like huge.
Well, I believe that could very well be in the offing, Alan. We do have one character. I won't go into detail on it, but I think that could work for that one character.
I'm excited about that.
Okay, so I'm thinking this is probably this is
Baldamoto asks, hey, do you guys have VODs on? I don't know what that means. Video on demand.
Yeah, VODs. Somebody asked me to do it. See, VODs. Sound off in the chat if you can tell me how to do the VODs.
Sound off about the VODs question.
Because we don't I think I might have needed to start that. I can't see it, and so I have.
Nightwalker 11 says, question, it's more of a comment. Robby, you can use the triggers on the controller to increase or decrease the sliders in increments of 10, which may make the character adjusting process easier.
But Baldy makes a great point to have the VODs on, which is something I did say I was going to do when we were doing our test earlier today.
Did you do it?
I did not do it.
Is it too late to do it?
I don't know.
Sound off in the chat if it's too late to turn on VODs. And sound off how do you turn on VODs?
Yeah, so let's get those VODs going, because the stream is going to go all night until you're done. The stream is going to go. Stream is ending at 10 p.m.
You didn't tell me that. I gotta go to bed at 9.
Because I have to put the baby down.
If I stay up till 10, I get weird in the
You don't want to stay up till 10. You only want to go.
No,
till
I'll
9?
do it. I'll do anything. I'll do anything you want.
This is a special event. I figured you want to stay up a little bit later.
I do want to. I'm telling you, I get weird after 9, and it makes me weird in the morning.
Well, what kind of weird are you talking about?
I get silly at after 9. I start getting really silly and fun, and then in the morning I'm mad.
Who are you mad at?
I'm mad at everybody. I'm irritable in the morning because I didn't get enough sleep.
I'll make sure that we don't stream you in the morning.
Got it. Thank you. Back to you, Robby.
Back to you, Alan. We're going back to the hair. Let's go, and it's lots of different hairstyles. All these.
Robby Rackleff said this stream is in the chat. Says this stream is ending at 10 because I got to put the baby down.
for such a powerful thing. Katie has bangs.
You tell me, buddy. Your wife. I'm not looking at her head.
What?
I don't know if she has bangs.
The list. Does the list have anything to say about this?
The list says Alan has sundowns. Alan sundowns.
Oh.
And then it's Iman says
that kind of looks like
to put the
Katie's
Twitch
hair.
VODs. You go to Twitch itself,
13.
not OBS.
Katie says 13. What?
Is that kind of looks like Katie's hair?
13. No, it doesn't look like Katie's hair. And
we
that's
have
not
some
even that wasn't an answer. That was just in their name.
We have VOD update in the chat.
We have VOD. Okay, click on your user icon at the top right-hand corner.
They say Twitch
Settings
VODs,
tab on the left.
Not OBS.
Not what?
Not OBS. Twitch.
I'm not in OBS. I'm in the stream chat for Twitch. Click on your user at the top right-hand corner.
I'm tired.
The list is not.
I look so much more tired than I used to look when we used to do EGI for Adult Swim. Look how tired.
Well, that we had a much stronger. We had a whole infrastructure of a network behind us, and right now
they
we
give us all kinds of free juice out of their.
They had a special juice day. They had the special coffee day.
They had the nitro coffee on tap.
Nitro coffee on tap. They would let us up onto the top floor
The
of the building,
observatory deck,
and you could see there was the one on the hill. There was a neighborhood, but it was on a hill, and it looked like the hill was folding in on top of the building because of the perspective, kind of like in that movie with Batman director.
Oh, no, is it Vic? I think it's Victus. Is what it was called.
Victus. So I don't. Okay. Ooh. See if I
Does
can.
this look like what color hair does Katie have? Is this Katie?
Katie has brown hair, but we're trying to get this.
Do you have any pictures of Katie you could pull up as reference?
Twitch activity.
Do you have any photographs of Katie? When a painter paints a painting, when the painter paints the painting of their wife, they have the picture of their wife. They clip it to the easel, and then they reference that.
Yeah. So I don't have a picture of my wife near.
Do you have any photos of Katie on your phone?
I leave the phone at home.
You leave your phone at home?
Yeah, I leave my phone at home. I get text messages on the computer. So if she needs to get in touch with me, she can text me and I'll get it on the computer, but I don't look at pictures of her.
Why would you? But phones.
Because I don't want to get distracted.
But the reason they're called cell phones is because they're small.
Right.
like a cell.
Yes,
and you
they're
can bring
small,
around
like a mouse that runs around and distracts you.
But how do you? I don't understand. What if there's an emergency with your son
She can
and you
text
don't
me.
have your phone? Yeah, but what if you're walking and you don't have your phone?
I
You're
don't.
walking and
The
your
way
son
that we just dealt with everything
hits
before
his
we
head.
carried cell phones.
But we have them now, so I don't understand. Is this why? Because I'm always trying to call you, you never answer, and you don't pick up.
I only pick up the
to text
phone
back.
when I'm at home, when I'm at the studio. But I don't bring the. I mean, I don't bring the phone to the studio.
I implore you to start carrying your cell phone with you in your pockets.
Really can't decide. I think that this could be no. Oh. This.
That looks like Katie to me. Let's play the game.
Right, so let's
jump
go ahead
on
with
in.
this. We can go ahead and scoot to the brown.
Does Katie have a nose that kind of points up like that though? And are Katie's eyes? What color are Katie's eyes too?
I don't think any of these browns are correct.
Go down to the bottom. Oh, go down lower.
Yes.
To the.
She's got kind of a
There's a
sunny
spider in my room.
countenance, you know.
You think she has blonde hair?
Well, the temporary color. What is this? Hold on. Ah, there we go.
No, great color picker.
So let's go over.
It's the list says this looks like Katie to me.
Oh, great. All right, that looks good. I mean, it doesn't look great, but hold on.
Iman says if you put VODs on, it won't take until you restart the stream. I think.
Oh.
So everything we've done, so all the things we've said are lost to time. They're just for us. They're a little secret between us and the 71 people viewing your Twitch stream.
Well, do we want to restart? We don't want to restart the Twitch stream. Because then
Sound up in the chat if we should restart the stream.
Okay, Baldy said he started recording, so.
Baldy's been recording.
I'm going to take the luster to gentle. I feel like the gentler luster is kind of the way to go. Root darkness is...
What color are Katie's roots?
I believe I would put them on the brighter side.
Just like bright. Just like the roots of the Erd tree, which grows through the center of the lands between
and white hairs
graces us with gold.
There are some white hairs.
And shards. Golden.
Just because there's some white hairs
shards.
doesn't mean that she's not a beautiful woman, a beautiful partner, someone who's supported me through the years, someone who's really been who was honestly ambivalent about the crowdfunding campaign.
Did Katie donate to the campaign?
No, Katie did not donate it. She tried to, and I said no.
Oh, you stopped her.
I stopped her. So let's go through these eyebrows.
But we needed it.
I think that looks pretty good. Match hair, luster, white hairs. I think we got the eyebrows. So let's do the facial hair. Facial hair. No facial hair, I don't think. Does Katie have facial hair?
I don't believe Katie has any facial hair.
Oh, eyelashes. Eyelashes are they say eyelashes are the window to the soul. And her eyelashes are dark. That's nice. Left iris, right iris. So Katie has interesting eyes. She's got they're not too big, they're not too small. I guess you could say they're just right. And they are brown. So if
People love the chat, they say you're doing good. They're proud of you. Everyone's proud of you, and I'm proud of you as well, Robby.
I'm proud of everybody that I'm proud because I feel pride. It's not that I'm proud of myself. I feel something close to pride simply because there were so many people that trusted us with their hard-earned cash to make this exciting new independent low-budget horror film.
It is quite kind and quite generous. That is a large sum of money, and it's hard to get money. It's very hard to get money.
So this is no, we don't want eyes close together. We want farther apart.
People in the chat are asking if this is EGI.
This is not EGI.
This is not EGI. This is something completely new.
It's not, but it's not
Twitch.com/Robby
Rackleff, which is a Twitch channel that I made because I needed to watch someone a few years ago was doing a retro stream of some very old PlayStation role-playing games, and I wanted to watch them. So I made a Twitch account, but I never really used it.
Sound off in the chat if this is how if Robby's using Twitch correctly, if this is what Twitch is made for, and if everything is going smoothly, and if this is the kind of thing people want to see on Twitch.
I like this question. Skin luster, is it plain or lustrous? I would say that Katie's skin is on the plainer side, and that's not a slight against her. I just think that she's what you might call an English or Irish rose.
And my skin has got more of a luster.
Yes, you have. I would say your ancestry is in a kind of Moorish ancestry.
A Moorish countenance, and I have quite a luster and shine to my skin.
Yes.
And you can see some of that.
Dark circle colors.
I have specularity, and I think it would be interesting if you made a character, an Alan character that you played through all of Elden.
So this is starting to look pretty good. I think this is starting to look like.
She's beautiful.
She's absolutely she's my wife. I married her not for her looks, but for her soul. But it's wonderful to see her looks reflected here in this amazing and remarkable open world action RPG, Dragon's Dogma: Dark Arisen.
Does Katie watch Twitch?
No.
Does she watch your? Okay. So she wouldn't have heard that.
She wouldn't have heard that. But
okay, then you're good.
I'm sure that anywhere that she is, she doesn't really use a lot of lipstick. So let's just make her almost too pale.
Nightwalker 11 says, "God, Dragon's Dogma is so good."
Thanks for your Nightwalker Dragon's Dogma. Thank you, Nightwalker 11, for the Dragon's Dogma. Because the Dragon's Dogma is a fun, fast-paced action RPG with really fast and out-of-control fighting. You've got your pawns that follow you around throughout your adventure. You can customize your pawns in any way you like. You can give them weapons. You can change their jobs. You can do so much great stuff. It's such a remarkable game, and it's aged incredibly well, even with the lack of texture filtering or improved draw distance. Tattoo eye patch. So the one thing I'm not seeing here, Alan, is I'm not seeing the nose.
People are asking what your favorite boss. What my favorite boss in the game is. It took me more than 30 hours to beat Margaret the Fell Omen, and then another probably 30 hours to get to Godric the Grafted. These are very hard bosses, and I could not beat them.
Katie's got like a kind of a short nose.
Getting tired.
Right in the middle of the face, though. All right. Nose protrusion. Small nose height. So, Alan, you've played a lot of Dragon's Dogma: Dark Arisen. What's the scoop? What's the story?
You're talking about Elden Ring. I've played Elden Ring. I played almost 100 hours of Elden Ring. It took me more 30 or 40 hours to beat Margaret the Fell Omen, and then just to get past him, and then it took another 30 to 40 hours to beat Godric the Grafted. He was one of the first bosses. He was very hard.
I feel like I'm making this. Whoa.
It's kind of hard to see because our windows are covering part of Katie's mouth, but can you rotate Katie the other way? Because there's something going on with her head.
Well, I'm trying to make her nostrils wide. She's got kind of wide nostrils. Now I say that.
If Katie's not watching the stream, I feel like it's open season on what you can say and not say about Katie's nose. This is what we would call safe space. Beautiful. Oh my God!
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like Katie.
Photorealistic Katie.
It looks like a photo of Katie.
Classic photo. All right.
You should print that out and put a little picture. Put that picture in your wallet, and if someone
says convex or concave, which
what does your wife look like? Convex.
Right.
They both. I think they both mean the same
I think
thing.
we're well on our way to having our Katie character jump into the dark and mysterious and dangerous world.
We're hitting. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm feeling like I'm starting to turn quite loopy.
Okay,
and
so
I would love for you to get out into that lane between.
But if you're, I'm getting loopy because I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, which is that this is happening. This is real. So let's make this happen.
Let's shoot you out into that opening area of Limgrave and see what kind of mischief.
She's got kind of a sad, pursed thing, but she's got small lips.
Kind of like a. I'll be Katie, and you can model it off me.
She's mouth expression. Oh, it's too sad.
Robby, look. I'll be Katie, and you can model the model after how I.
Okay, give me your list, Bex. Look. All right.
That looks great.
All right. So, whoa, no, kind of went too far.
People are in the chat are saying that. Oh, the list is saying Robby. Her hair is curly. Robby.
Well, they don't have good curly hair.
At the list, I'll say it.
What does occlusion mean?
Ambient occlusion is basically a shader for shadows based on based on the proximity of polygons to polygons. So if there's a dark crease, it will occlude basically and create a darker shadow.
So sound off in the chat if you think that the mouth occlusion is where it should be.
Looks like Katie to me.
And it's not. I'm going a little bit too far on this mouth protrusion. There's mouth protrusion and mouth.
Just one note, Robby.
Yes. What's up, man?
When playing the game Elden Ring, you are almost always wearing a helmet which obscures the face of the character.
Right, but you want to know who's in.
You want to
know that you want to have a connection to that character because you're going to be spending what you're saying is 100 hours or more.
I am saying that, and I am saying you should make it look like Katie, but you don't need to be perfectionist because most of the time you'll never see this face. And in the rounds table hold, which you get access to quite early, there is a mirror, and in that mirror you can look and fiddle with your appearance later on. So it's not set in stone.
Changes
Let's just
will
get
be discarded. No, we don't.
Don't discard your changes. You spend a lot. It's almost
okay. So we're feeling a little loopy, but we're feeling like we've almost reached the end of the character customization. Chin size. Oh, how do you say that? How do you say these things to a person? What size? How big is your chin?
Dear Robby and Alan, I'm curious what the future of your Twitch streams. Will there be streaming other games?
I feel like this is great. This has been so far. I've had a great time with this. We're halfway through the stream, and I feel like we're really. What we could do next time is stream this instead of this. We could stream Dragon's Dogma.
Elden Ring is a very big game. There's a lot to stream. It's popular to stream on Twitch.
Isn't that always the way? Everybody's
popular to stream on Twitch.
But maybe Dragon's Dogma should be more popular.
I have a question
for people to bring Dragon's Dogma to people.
I have a question for Robby. I have a question for the chat. It's just a general Twitch question. When you go to Twitch, it says all the games people are playing. Can people find this game by clicking on the popular Elden Ring? Is it tagged as Elden Ring somehow so that people know to?
Well, we're also talking about dark brown eyes. So many
dark brown eyes. Dark brown.
Well, maybe we should also tag it Dragon's Dogma since we're also talking about Dragon's Dogma quite a bit.
Can you tag a game? Can you tag on Twitch 2 different games? I'm gonna go see how many people are watching Elden Ring games. This 8,000 people are watching this other Elden Ring. Okay.
That's amazing. Well, good for them. That's another reason why we should be figuring out ways to set ourselves apart.
Got it. And I'm not seeing our stream show up in the Elden Ring. It's not showing up. Can you hey, if you're
that looks like Katie to me.
Share the stream. That looks just like Katie. She's always kind of like.
She's always like, where were you? Why'd you have the car?
Where's your phone?
Where's your phone? I tell you every time I leave.
Why don't you turn your phone off?
Okay, so
Where's your phone, Robby? And she doesn't watch this?
Oh no.
Where's Robby? Where's Robby? Where's Robby's phone?
But now we're just doing. Oh, I see. We're doing like a similar face, so we can kind of.
I'm feeling silly.
That's the one. There's another damn bug in here.
I had a bug in my house.
What kind of bug was it?
There's a big spider, and in my tub I saw those scary what are those awful bugs? Silverfish, which are very similar to the crazy creatures in Elden Ring. There are some sort of silverfish creatures that shoot you with arrows. They're awful.
So chest size, Alan. This is a tough one for me.
I'm curious to see how you're going to handle this.
I'm going to kind of just... What I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the slider back and forth a few times just so I feel like I did the work, but I'm not actually going to do the work. I'm actually going to put it right where it was. So good on me.
I'll take your word for it.
And same thing with abdomen. I'm just going to kind of let the slider just kind of go back and forth. So I feel like I've made some smart choices in how Katie's body is represented in Elden Ring.
Booster says those silverfish soldiers are spooky bastards. And
you know what's worse though? Jerusalem bugs.
That feels vaguely anti-Semitic.
It's not vaguely anti-Semitic. If you look at, you've got your phone with you, because you're not at my studio.
No, I always have my phone on me at all times so people can contact me. It's an emergency. It's also for emergencies. Right. So a phone is always a valuable item and useful item to have on your person, similar to a golden seed or a flask of Wanderous Fisk in Elden Ring. I keep it on me at all times, like my phone.
So you never know. But you could. What I'm saying is that you could look up a picture of a Jerusalem beetle.
But I won't, because I don't want that sort of thing being pinged on my profile and people saying, "Oh, he's looking up all these anti-Semitic tropes on his phone," and then they knock on the door and they drag me away. Are we getting dinged right now?
Are we getting dinged for what? What are we dinging? Who did the ding?
Some of the conversation of the past minute felt quite problematic.
Because of the word Jerusalem?
I'm going to move on from this.
Well, I've definitely... I feel like we've got our Confessor, we've got our Katie for Elden Ring, so let's just go ahead. We are...
That looks like Katie.
It does look like Katie. Good job, Robby. Thank you. If I could...
It's 9 on the dot.
Sound off in the chat if you feel like this looks like Katie, and then let's move on.
You're saying yes.
Who's Puppy Mouth?
Who's Puppy Mouth? At Puppy Mouth, what is your real name? We don't want to dox anybody.
Got it. Finish starting the game with this character? No. Someone says yes. Puppy Mouth says no.
Puppy Mouth doesn't want to be doxed.
Yes. Dark brown eyes. Okay, fine. Puppy Eyes gets dark brown eyes. Who's Puppy? Do we know Puppy Eyes?
The chat is going nuts.
That sounds like someone who might know Katie.
I don't know. Okay, we've got 76 viewers in the chat. And other Elden Ring streams have about 8,000.
Right. So that's pretty... I mean, that's impressive. I'm not going to lie. Uh-oh.
And Booster is showing the little waving pot.
Alter face and hair.
I'm going to say that
let's go ahead and head. Nope. What was it? Alter face and hair. There we go. Eyes.
I don't know how to say it. Oh, there's a pot. Pot, pot, pot. That's one of the fun characters from Elden Ring. We're back here. Right.
We're back here. We're back in the chat. We're streaming Elden Ring.
Robby,
Katie's character is got dark brown eyes. Thank you, Puppy.
Oh, I see.
Puppy Mouth. You're welcome.
Hey, you want to see a puppy mouth?
Oh yeah, I do. That's pretty silly. Now, where do you get all these? You have this wonderful collection of gewgaws. I feel like you spend a lot of time just searching for gewgaws.
Gigaw. Gigaw. Gigaw.
She's nice. She liked a couple of my comments before. Fair enough.
That's all right. Thank you. Want to see an interesting gigaw?
Katie will be glad to know that your comments made a splash. That's a gigaw. That also
what the heck? Look at this thing. What is this? Is it a dog or
tchotchkes? Is another word for gigaws. There's three words. Tchotchkes, tchotchkes, gigaws, and one other thing. Bric-a-brac?
Tchotchkes. Tchotchkes, gigaws, and bric-a-brac, yeah. And check out this piece of bric-a-brac I have. Look at this. How cool is this, Robbie? You see what I have here?
That seems like, I don't know.
It's a cup with a cactus, but look closely at the cup.
Oh, it's got skulls on it.
And it's because I 3D printed this cup of skulls.
But you don't have anything to drink out of it.
No, it's just a pot for a pot of
fallen
leaves.
Hey, you
started the
tell
game.
a story. Okay, here we are. We're in the wonderful world of Elden Ring. Well,
Shout up in the comments if you can hear the game.
I can hear the game.
Okay.
So we're looking at great Elden Ring was shattered. Too bad for the Elden Ring.
That is.
Oh, so we got the beach, we got the aqueducts, the lands between. I hear that. Do you hear it? Does people hear? People in the chat are hearing it. It's you that can't hear.
I just checked on my phone, which I have on me at all time. I tuned into our own.
Oh,
stream
did you look up the Jerusalem beetle that you can show to people in the chat?
I would have to download a VPN to look up that sort of content on my phone safely. Okay. So I'm gonna hold off. And the game has begun.
The game has begun. Ooh, Knight of the Black Knights. Godwin the Golden was first to perish. One of those games that could be very problematic.
In what way?
Well, you're showing a lot of scenes of torture. I'm seeing a lot of scenes of torture. I don't think people like to see.
That's
torture
not a problem.
Anymore.
No, torture is still
implied
still
violence.
good.
I think is better than the real thing in most cases.
I enjoy seeing it a little bit.
Oh, see, this is the kind of thing. Who wants to see this? It's a nightmare. Look at that.
It's part of the fun. You just kind of get into the fun of the game. It's part of the fun of Elden Ring. There's a lot of great lore.
Well, you know what's a great way to get lore is to read The Economist every week. If you read The Economist, it's like reading a complete, well-edited, aesthetically consistent narrative of the world of that week before. And it does. You don't have to
but it's not
agree
lore
with all
if
the
it's
politics.
Real. Okay, I
you
know,
just
but
have to
not,
appreciate the fact that it's consistent. The writing is consistent.
The writing is dry. The tilt is a little center right, and it's not lore because they're just talking about world events and economy stuff.
Well, what's lore if we're not talking about the events of the world? Of a previous world, because it's the week before. They put out the print edition on Fridays.
I fully understand what you're saying now, and I agree. Is this loading or?
I have no idea what's happening. There's like 8 people. They've talked about like 8 or 9 different people.
The Dung Eater. I've seen this guy.
And there's the king of the server.
You meet him later.
There's a guy screaming. He's just screaming. He's not saying anything. Anyway, so I've been looking forward to. There's going to be a special report on Florida coming up in The Economist soon.
Great.
One of their newer staff writers, I believe she's based in Texas, went and drove the length of the state and went through all the different parts of Florida to talk about the politics there, what people are thinking about, what people are worried about coming up with the midterms. You got your midterm. You got your.
Let's not talk politics. I don't want to get.
talking about politics. I'm talking about the news. We're talking about the reporter that went through the different parts of Florida. Because Florida is like 4 different states. I mean, you could say that about a lot of different states, but Florida is 4 or 5 separate, very peculiar socio-political states.
Yeah, totally. I'm getting very sleepy.
All right, so here we are. This looks like the opening part of Bloodborne.
Whoa!
Some rando just whacked me.
Are you online?
I guess so.
Be careful.
Somebody in the chat playing with me?
I don't play online. I saw somebody pop in and scared me almost half to
Pillaged
death.
remains, yes please. Tarnished finger.
Tarnished finger.
Love
You're gonna need that for that. All the finger stuff usually has to do with online play.
I can't see a damn thing, Alan.
You gotta hit Y.
I
Hit
made
Y to
I,
get
I made the thing too. I made it too dark, so I'm gonna go ahead and brighten this thing up. Let's sound off in chat if you brighten up the image whenever you get a chance. Just go ahead.
Sound off in the okay. Sound off in the chat if you keep it bright. Okay, I see a lot more.
All right, there we go.
But I feel like I'm not supposed to see some of this stuff. You got to get that.
Well,
finger...
what do you want? What do you want? Not one. I got it.
Okay.
Touch bloodstain. Read message.
Read message.
Still no Elden ring. Yeah, no crap.
Whoa.
The guy's finger fell off.
This is fun.
Well, this is Elden Ring, and it's obviously a game that has really just drawn a whole host of people that would not normally, I think, have sought out the Souls-born Sekiro, Neo, Lords of the Fallen, and
myself included.
What's the one? The people that made Lords of the Fallen made another couple of games that were sort of like Lords of the Fallen, sort of like a Souls light style of game, but it's sort of set in a kind of robo-apocalyptic future.
I don't know what that means, robo-apocalypse.
Like there's robot apocalypse, like the robots have got.
Like
so
Terminator.
I'm hitting buttons here. Okay, so found my heavy attack, found my light attack. I don't like how this is. I don't like how they're assigned to the shoulder buttons, to be honest, on default. But maybe I'll figure out how to change that later. So
let's keep going.
There's a ghost guy.
Ignore the ghost.
Ghost guy is ignored. He is going down these steps. I'm going down the steps. We're touching the bloodstained short getaway by the way of death. So I'll just go ahead and jump off and bye-bye.
Short getaway by the way of death. I feel like that was a trick. And you've sort of been led astray by that message.
Sounding off the Salt and Sanctuary, the 2D plane Souls game. That is also on the Nintendo Switch, but really found its first audience, I think, on the PlayStation Vita.
Those are your runes.
Touch, read message.
Don't read it, Robbie. It's
by
just
the way
the
of
same
death.
trick.
So it's different.
I know you know better.
Anyway, so there's like 4 or 5 different states within the state of Florida.
Florida is just one of the states.
It's one of the states, but it's also
one of the most problematic states.
It's certainly got a few issues here and there, but I think that if when one day you visit Florida with me, I'm gonna make sure that you have a great old time.
I'd love to do that. I'd like to go on any trip with you. Robbie, please stop. And in terms of game time tracking.
Yes, in terms of game time tracking, none of this counts towards the original, towards the spreadsheet.
But you
so
are playing it.
I got this on. I got a bit of a discount. I got like a 20% discount on the game. So I got this for $50, and I have not officially started tracking the game time. What I've got is a stopwatch here on the desk here with me. And that stopwatch I started as soon as the game started, so I know exactly how to what to subtract. I usually round up. Subtract from the official game time tracking once I actually start playing the game.
But why aren't you tracking this? Because you're playing it now.
Because when the game time in the game time tracking spreadsheet is game time that I have a very specific thing going on where I'm completely locked in. I'm fully immersed.
What do you
having
now?
a good time. Well, right now I'm really not even here. I'm really thinking about what that special report on Florida is going to say.
Got it. I feel like this is game. This is game.
A courtyard's a great place.
Are you going to start over when you play? When you track?
Well, no, because it looks like I saved the character, so I can just restart the game with.
Got it.
Okay, so we're having some. Oh,
careful! He's grafting.
There he is. So we've got. Oh, Jesus.
Dodge, roll.
Which one is roll? Which one is button?
Oh, I don't know your controller layout. Let's see how the chat's doing.
Why did I die? It didn't say that I died. The screen just blacked out.
People say, "How do you play?" Oh, we lost a couple viewers.
Okay,
we lost a handful of viewers.
Okay,
we got
great.
less viewers.
Yeah, well, people can't stand hearing someone talk about the stuff that's not even the economist yet, then they should find a different show to watch.
People say the game crashed.
The game did not crash. It was just loading up a cutscene.
Oh, this happened to me when I played the game. That was about 100 hours ago.
Oh,
I got killed by that character. I also didn't know how to roll. You're supposed to get killed.
You're supposed to get killed. So it's sort of the opposite of Dark Souls, where in the Dark Souls you actually do figure out pretty quickly how to kill your guy, how to kill your first boss encounter.
Got it. No, I don't know those games. I've only played Elden.
Man, how do people play games like this with a controller? Well, simple. You set the y-axis to inverted, and you hook your controller up to your PC with a USB 2 cable.
What if I put on a funny hat?
What kind of hat do you have?
I have like a cowboy hat. Hold on, I can't hear you.
I have... There's not a lot here. So we do have, like you can see behind me, we do have some beautiful muralage by the wonderful and talented Sarah Sherman, they call it. I wonder if they call her these days. Now that she's back on television.
Saturday Night Live with Lorne Michaels.
And are they on tonight?
Is today It is Saturday, so that probably explains why we have so few viewers. Everyone's tuning into SNL and watching those funny political send-ups of Mitch McConnell.
Right, let me check my phone and see if it's on.
See if Sarah's on SNL.
See if Sarah's on it. Hey Google, is Sarah Sherman on SNL tonight?
Tonight.
If
it's on, I might hop off and watch SNL.
Oh, it just opened the Transit Watch app.
And I have accidentally logged on to Twitter.
All right, so we are here in Elden strings. We're stringing. We're tutorial cave. We're stringing together combos.
That's one of the
flasks. We got the flasks. I don't need to know. I know I've played enough of these goddamn games.
You just drank your flask.
So I guess park myself at the nearest.
And look at me with my cowboy hat.
And look at park yourself at the nearest fireplace and get your flasks back.
Robbie, imagine if I was in the Wild West and I had a gun.
I think if you were in the Wild West, you might be one of the people that gets roped into one of those schemes where a bunch of outlaws say, "Well, we found a vein of ore, and we need you to come and help us drag the ore back to town so we can get it weighed and we can put all the ore on the train. The train can go to a big city and sell it, and we get the money."
Robbie, you pretend you have a lasso and then whip it, and I'll pretend I'll get strung up by it. What's that guy doing? What's he doing? Throw the lasso.
Whip.
Oh, I'm tied up.
Tied up.
I gotta go help get the ore.
Come over. You gotta. Hey. There's only room for 2 people in this town, and you're not one of them.
He got me. I'm feeling very loopy right now.
Well, I drank the flask again. I gotta remember the.
You drink all the flasks, Robbie.
All the stuff that you can, all the buttons in Elden Ring are. I mean, all the buttons in Dragon's Dogma are mapped to the face buttons and not the shoulder buttons, except for when you shoot an arrow. That.
There's a snake in my boot. Someone asked me to do it in the chat.
Somebody said
I had to do it.
So I remember seeing a video of somebody knocking down a wall. They just said that if you hit the walls enough times, all the walls fall down, and that's how you get to the dungeons. So I'm just gonna.
See, Robbie, there's no hidden doors in this tutorial zone.
Well, why does it look so weird? Look, that one looks like that one. That one's the same texture.
It's just to vary the textures of the game.
That one's almost the exact same texture.
Exactly.
Right. So one of these is gonna fall down.
No, that's later mid game, late game kind of content. Grab that glow.
Yeah,
that's an item. Okay.
Use furled finger to summon golden sun.
I'm gonna check into the chat.
So is this one of those games where someone mean is gonna show up and like a real person and just mess me up? Touch Grace. Touch Grace
is great because that's where you're gonna get your save spots. That's where you're gonna level up.
So we're not doing the fireplaces.
No, in this one,
I drank the last bit of my flask.
Well, go rest at your site of lost grace, and it'll show back up. If you go rest, you get your flask.
First off, lever. Yeah. Thanks.
Don't
so
worry about
lever. How do I do it? Interact with lever. Interact with lever. Interact with lever. Interact with lever. Nope. Drink. Interact with. Well, guess I can't get any farther because I can't figure out how to knock that lever back.
Rest.
Rest at the side of
Rest.
Oh,
great. Now your
there we
flasks
go.
are perfect. Now your
Past
flasks are
time, memorize
replenished.
spell. I don't want to do any of that. I'm gonna just
Go back to the-
and
go
see
back
if
to
I
the
can hit
lift.
that lever.
Robbie, you don't need to hit it. You just stand on the center of that lift. Don't hit it. Just stand on
Why
it.
does it say that? It says this.
That's
first off lever.
You're playing online play. And
Or is
people
that
do
like
sorts of-
is that
that's
like
a
an
trick.
onomatopoeia?
I don't know what you mean by onomatopoeia, but okay, great.
Okay, there we go. Well, I think I'm dangerously close to the edge here.
So how are we doing? We lost a couple of viewers again.
How many people are watching?
Please share 67. Please share the
67
stream, you guys.
If
This
you-
is Robbie's
if you-
first
if you're
Twitch.
watching
This
the
is Robbie's
Twitch
first time
stream,
doing Twitch, and we need those.
We're
viewers.
talking about
trying to
the
get bits and bytes.
upcoming special report on the state of Florida. And when they say the state of Florida, they mean the state in several different ways.
And if can you guys hear me? Can you hear me, Robbie? If I put my mic here.
I
like this?
am outside.
Yeah,
I'm in. This is a look at this. Look at this thing. Wow.
Lynn
Big open
Gray.
world. It's much larger than anything that we've seen in some of these games before.
This is a massive open world.
This is exclusively here on AdultSwim.com.
This is massive. Open world.
/tarnished.
Robbie, we are not on Adult Swim anymore. This is just on Twitch
Come to the
at
brands.
RobbieRackleff.com/Twitch.
Ellen, where's your cat?
My cat?
Yeah, get that cat in here.
Kitty.
So what do people do? They just kind of roll on through the game, sound off on the chat. So sound off in the chat if I'm doing this right, because this just seems like a big distraction. I can't think about the game because I'm also thinking about all the different windows that I have up. But there's a character in the background, so I guess I'll go and get myself whacked to death. And this is the first. You missed a Grace. Who's a Grace? No windows. What does that mean? Anybody here in the chat from Florida? Ask. Ah, is that the Grace? Anybody in the chat from the great? My mom is from Florida. What part? Rattlemane in the chat says my mom is from Florida. Boxman says my dad and my sister live there. Well, if you put Rattlemane's mom and Boxman's dad and sister, you got a whole family waiting for you in Florida.
Robbie. Look, I got the cat.
So Wiggy's in the chat. We got Wiggy.
Ow! He scratched me.
Why did he scratch you? What are you doing to him?
I'm holding him weird to get him up in the camera. Say hi, Wiggy.
Well,
Say
hold
hi.
on. So it turns out, Alan, that we've got a friend in the chat has one friend has a dad
He's
and
heavy.
sister there, and another friend, different friend, has a mom that lives in Florida. So we've got
Their mom is in the chat?
Florida family here. Oh,
Ow!
Nathan Vegetables in
Ow!
the chat says cute kitty. The kitty hit Alan.
Kitty scratched me.
And kitty is no friend of mine. A cat that scratches might as well be dead. So I
Robbie.
drank the flask.
I got
keep
cat
forgetting-
scratch fever. I got cat scratch fever.
What do you got? What are you eating? Eating
Chocolate.
You know, that's actually something that we were never allowed to do on AdultSwim.com. They did not like it. The head of programming for AdultSwim.com did not like it when we ate.
But I would do it anyways just to be bad.
But you never did it on the show.
No, once I did.
Which one?
Well, I did it at Comic-Con. I had my
right,
last
you had your
meal.
last meal.
And then in Tokyo, I ate very yummy strawberries.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Great.
Nathan Vegetable says at Robby Rackleff, correctly, you gotta set your stream as playing Elden.
Yeah, say your stream is
But
playing
half
Elden
the
Ring.
time we
People,
weren't even playing Elden Ring.
but you're playing it now. Set your stream so people can find it. Have you died?
I don't
was
know how to
gone.
do it.
Sound off in the chat if you know how to
Can I do it now?
Set the stream. Can you do it now? Set the stream. Sound off in the chat if you know how Robby can set the stream as Elden Ring. I would love for.
I don't. How can I concentrate? There's like 5 different. This is why we had a whole crew before that could help us figure this kind of stuff out. So I wouldn't have to. I could just talk or. This is cool. I'm gonna go in his castle, I guess. Well, I'm having a great time. I don't know if Alan's having a great time, but seems like he's made it up with the cat, so sound off if you're a big fan of Alan's cat. Alan's cat in the chat. Smoldering butterfly. What do you need? I need purchase. I need shot. I need... Oh, I don't have any money. Sayonara.
I love my little kitty.
Alan, how old is Wigwam these days?
He's old. He's one
Top
of
right
those
icon,
old
creator
cats. I don't know how
dashboard.
old cats can get, but he's up there, and he's not long for this world, if you know what I mean.
Got it. Someone's saying they know how to do creator dashboard, stream manager, edit stream info. Oh, there's so much to think about.
Jack Melts 84 says, "Such a cute kitty." Egg Fork says, "Fan of Wiggy." Goodbye, friend, says Drugstore.
So Blues. I don't. So if anybody is paying attention to what's been happening, I didn't do the VOD. I don't know how to set up to show that I'm playing.
Mail City says, "Top right icon, creator dashboard, stream manager, edit stream info button, set category
wait a minute. I got
Elden Ring."
Done. I did it. All right, there we go. Category Elden Ring done.
Okay, the numbers are already going back.
Search tag.
Up. We got 70 in the 70.
Sell Elden Ring. Should I just keep putting? Could I tag Elden Ring several times? There we go.
At chat, sound off if you can
search
tag
tags.
Elden Ring more than once.
Jewish. Should I tag it Jewish?
Robby, move on.
Well, my dad's Jewish.
At Nathan Bezuel, you were twitching correctly. It doesn't matter if your dad's Jewish. It only counts if your mom is Jewish.
Right. All right. So we're back in Elden Ring. We're having a fantastic time. This is the real game. Game has been out for about 2 months now, but people have not stopped talking about it. People have not stopped thinking about it. And we here at this
Robby, go find the
So I'm gonna
the Academy of Ray Lucaria and study.
I'm gonna go study the Academy of Ray Lucaria, but first I'm gonna get on these shrimps.
I'm just happy you got out of the character creator. For sure you were gonna not.
Well, let's see if we can let's see if we can have some fun knocking these nasty things back. Who wants to think about it? Can you imagine going to work every day and thinking, well, what's the nastiest thing I can think of, and let's just make that happen.
How many runes do you have?
Can't. I don't have any. Oh, I don't have any more.
Do you have any flasks?
I keep drinking all my flasks because I keep thinking. But I'm about to get this guy.
But he's gonna get you before you get him.
No, I don't think so. I got him.
You got him.
I got him. So that's one giant.
Robby, if you kill both of them, they'll
for...
refill one of your flasks.
Oh wait, I'm jumping, but I'm not rolling. Which one's the roll?
It's the other button.
Oh, it's
there
the other
button.
Everybody's singing, everybody's playing, everybody's ringing a bell.
If you kill a cluster of creatures in the open world, they refill some of your flasks.
Elden Ring is the bell that we are ringing, and we're ringing it together. Oh, we're almost done. See, we gotta watch out because this guy's got these tells, and I'm gonna figure him out. He's about to spike out on me. No sir, no thank you, Bob. Dangerously close to dying
Robby,
here.
you can cast a spell.
I'm not casting crap. I'm whacking this guy with my swords.
Hey, you have very little health. Oh, you did it.
So I did it. I'm gonna drink my flask. So how do I cast spells? I think you can do spells.
You gotta change. Yeah, I can tell you. You have to change that shield into one of your finger casting things.
Okay.
No, you can do it in the short menus with the arrows. With the
menus.
D-pad. Go back.
This
there
one?
you go. D-pad. Now use the D-pad once. Now top left trigger. Nope. Stop left trigger. Top. There you go. That was it's like a health one or something. It did something. Do it again. What does it do? Oh, that's something.
Oh, we got another one of these guys. Let's see if we can't send this guy. Oh, wait. What's he got? Spirit spring jumping. Jump on horseback. Can't even read half this text. You won't take damage from jumping into a spirit spring on a horse.
Can we take calls?
Can we take calls? We can't take calls. We don't know how to do it.
Got it.
And I'm toast. So that was fun.
Cool.
Alan, you're feeling loopy. You had your hat out. You had your cat out. You're just nailing it with that ice cream bar.
It's making me feel crazy. It's so cold.
I've got ice cream waiting for me at home, so I know the feeling of wanting ice cream, and the only difference between you and me is that I don't have it.
I shouldn't eat it at night. It's gonna keep me up, but I kind of want to stay up and be bad with you.
So read message. Switch action. That seems weird. I don't know if I like that.
Did you go back?
I died, so they sent me all the way back. But here's the thing: is that this where you go up to this read message, or you can hit left or right on the D-pad and switch to a different Y command.
Right.
That's clumsy. That's bad. That's bad game design. Just give me something. Why not just assign it to like the R3 or the L3? One of those two things. Read message. That's what I would think.
Maybe you should make a game.
So Limgrave is looking pretty good. Big open world.
Find another site of Lost Grace so you don't die and have to.
But I want to go back and get my souls.
Got it. Go find your, yeah.
They're glints. What are they called?
The runes.
Runes. Can I ride this thing?
No, but you get a horse later.
Seems like a wasted opportunity.
You can kill it and steal its bones, and get a few runes.
I don't want to steal no bones. So Rattlemane said that his mom lives in Florida, or was the other one the one whose mom lives in Florida?
Not mine.
Why not? Your mom is.
Over Syracuse.
Kind of the opposite of Florida, but also the same, depending on what part of Florida you're in.
Don't fall. Don't fall.
Beat textures. I mean, this is supposed to be like the game. People are like,
it is great.
This is the game.
It's huge.
And to me,
careful! You can't fall that far.
Okay. I guess I did. Guess the Elden Ring expert is not.
Well, it's hard to judge it from the stream.
Get a horse. You go to church. So I'm supposed. It's like I'm reading three. It's like reading three different iPads at the same time. That's what Twitch is like.
I agree. I can't.
Can I ride this thing? No.
No, that's the merchant's horse.
But
you can talk to the merchant.
I did earlier, and he didn't have anything I wanted.
You should get those butterflies.
This is not as good as Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Right off the bat, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning.
You just started. It
was pretty fun. Just you started up and you were having a great time.
I'm having fun.
I mean, I'm having fun because I'm here with Alan. I'm here with the chat. People wanted me to do this. Polypon
says it is as good as Amalur Reckoning.
I mean, I'm not.
Don't mess with that.
Yeah,
why did you use your flask?
Because I keep thinking, because in Dragon's Dogma and Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, my attacks are mapped to the face buttons instead of the triggers, and I prefer it that way, to be honest. It's like triggers are. I guess Bloodborne had them mapped to the triggers, but Bloodborne you just immediately Bloodborne's a very different game, even though it's very similar. Does anyone have any? I know I can remap the controls, Nathan. Thank you very much. But unfortunately, Alan wanted me to skip all the fun stuff, which is the character creation, making.
I didn't want you to skip anything. They're your runes.
They're my runes. I'm gonna go grab the runes.
I can't see that side of the menu. How many runes do you have?
Does anyone have any questions about Dance Freak?
AMA about Dance Freak in the chat.
Yeah. And I can tell you right now that we're not going to answer every question, but we will answer some questions.
I'm worried.
What are you worried about?
What kind of weird questions are we gonna get?
How crazy Dance Freak's gonna be? Pretty crazy. Dance Freak is going to be crazy. Can I show Dance Freak, or to my mom will be scared? You can show Dance Freak to your mom with confidence. There's not going to be any kind of hinky-dinky shirtless scenes. I can tell you that right now.
But it will be rated R, so check with your mom.
Yeah. So
and my mom cries at movies.
If your mom's scared about fast editing and wild stuff, then she might not be the person to show it to. But you're not. If you did put it on, you're not going to have one of those moments where you're like, oh no, they're about to start fooling around with each other and taking their shirts off and rubbing their. You're not going to have that. You're going to be able to stay in your room.
I would never show Dance
I would say
to my mom.
if we can finish the picture by Thanksgiving, and that's not a promise. I'm just saying if we could finish it by Thanksgiving, then we might be able to have it be the holiday movie of the year.
I will not be showing my family Dance Freak. My mom does not like movies like that. She only watches the Pixar films, and even on those, it's sometimes a bit much.
You know what movie I watched recently? Moana.
Careful. Well, careful. Use your flask now.
I don't have any more flask. Oh, I do have flask.
No, you do. Oh, run away.
Why do they always? It doesn't seem
roll
fair
away.
to me.
Roll away.
I don't need to roll. They're slow as hell.
Use one of your spells. If you use your up arrow, you'll switch to a different spell. You might find one that could damage them. Try that. Oh, healing.
Assassin's approach.
Use your shield. Use your shield and parry the attack.
Yeah, parry. Let's go. Let's do some. This is. Oh right.
Oh my God! Look,
maybe I picked wrong. Maybe I should have gone with the.
Whoa! Careful! They reanimate. Keep hitting them.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
They're coming back. They come back if you don't hit them with their animation. Hit their animation. You did it.
I did it.
And how many runes did you get from that attack?
I don't know. I don't know how to count.
I got one of my beard hairs. In your bottom right.
Hey, that's.
I got one of my hairs. If you
that's
got, level up your character.
Level up the character. I'm doing.
How many runes? How many runes do you have? You go find a site of lost
grace. Touch the blood stain.
I'm gonna read the chat.
I think I should have become a samurai.
I think I should be from.
Oh Lord.
People love you, Robby. They're saying you're good. They're clapping in the chat for you.
I want a Dance Freak film that continues to disturb my thoughts even when I'm at my job. Front desktop staring up. But I'm just lost thinking about Dance Freak.
Dance Freak.
Well, nice. I think we might be able to do that. Or at least
you can. That's the goal.
The other option is that we make a film, a movie that you go into the office the weekend after or the day after or whenever it happens. And you stand by the water cooler, and they said, "Oh, what did you do last night? Or what did you do over the weekend?" You said, "Oh, I saw this movie called Dance Freak. I had helped crowdfund on Indiegogo.com." And they say, "Well, what's Dance Freak about?" And then you say, "Well, let me tell you." And then they go out and they see Dance Freak, and then that is how we become the year's hot ticket.
You start a buzz around the water cooler.
Can I?
No, you cannot swim. Oh, You're gonna have to go back and get your runes, and those skeletons are gonna.
I don't think I saved properly. I think I have to go all the way back to the beginning. I want to say I saw Dance Freak this weekend, and I start crying because it was so scary. I want you to be crying because you were because it meant so much to me. But we'll also have some scary parts. I have a very important question about Dance Freak. Did Alan and Robby immerse themselves in rave culture to study real dance freaks?
Wow, that's such a great question. What a great question.
Well, what is a dance freak?
Tune in to find out.
I don't have any more, Paulie. I'm sorry. We have not studied any other dances. I believe that there's a feeling of intuitiveness that both Alan and I have towards the art of dancing. Alan and I have never danced around each other, but
that's right.
We also have never. It's not that we're hiding the dancing from each other. We just don't do it. And
there's not a lot of music going on.
But there's not a lot of. We don't share a lot of the same musical tastes, so we don't play music around each other. So we're not dancing around each other. It's pretty simple. That said,
rested at this site of lost grace?
Alan,
Robby, rest at that site of lost grace.
This is something I never told you when I first saw you, Alan. When I first saw you, when I saw you in that empty industrial lot so many years ago, I said, "That's a guy. That kid knows how to dance."
Absolutely. I do love to dance, but I don't share it with
We
people.
don't share it. Didn't share it with me, and I didn't ask you to share it with me. I think dancing should be fairly private.
I agree. And another reason we didn't want to study the dancing is we didn't want to be too influenced by other people's dance moves. I think if we were to study other dances, people might watch some of the dancing and Dance Freak and think, oh, this is similar to how my friend Bethany dances. Maybe they know Bethany. Or
Right.
this is how
I lived with a Bethany once, Alan. Did you know that?
I did, but I've never seen her dance, and
Did not go well.
And I don't want to see people dance. I don't want to watch Dance Freak and think this is exactly the way my high school teacher danced.
When I'm flipping
I
through
want it to
channels,
be completely original. Get those butterflies by the fire.
If I can't sleep in the middle of
those butterflies.
Get the butterflies.
Acquired.
Oh,
yeah, you did it. You're gonna want to use.
I thought I was gonna have to talk to them.
No, you should talk to them.
I don't want any trouble. Well, none taken.
Did you hit
given,
him? Why
buddy.
did he say that?
He didn't say anything.
Okay, get your runes and then get out of there and find a site of lost grace.
So we're gonna have to just get these slimes again. I mean, might as well just get the slimes again.
We've lost about 5 viewers.
So we might as well just.
Hey, please share the stream, you guys.
What? How are they gonna share the stream?
They copy the URL twitch.com/Robby Rackleff and they just share it on their little WeChat apps and their encoded chats. Watch out, Robby.
Okay, so
go get your just beeline it for your don't.
I'm just gonna see what I just like what's the point of life if you're not gonna spend a little bit of time taking risks?
You can take some risks, but you've already taken a lot. You should collect your runes and the spoils of war and use them to level up your character. You'll have an easier time with these guys.
This guy thinks he's smarter than me, but guess what? I am a lot smarter than him, and I don't mean to gender such a thing, but guy seems pretty stupid.
I hear you. Robby has a little over 100 followers now.
That's great news.
That's great. Thank you for sharing the chat. Use subscribe
Give Robby the bits.
with bits.
What the
Give
hell
Robby
are
the bits?
Alan, can you explain to me what bits are?
My understanding is bits are the equivalent of maybe like a penny, and people could donate pennies and you can collect them and use them as currency.
How are they? Where do the pennies come from?
I believe the crypto accounts, wallets of the viewers of the stream. It's owned. Twitch is owned by Jeff Bezos, who owns Amazon. So I don't think, I don't know if he is creating the bits or what. But everyone who signs up.
You know what
Twitch,
I do with cryptocurrency, Alan? Is I have some money in the crypto market.
Be careful.
And
with that. Get your runes first.
What I do is I watch the ups and downs of the crypto market,
right?
And then I base larger actual asset purchases in ETFs and index funds and so forth and so on. I time those purchases based on what's happening in crypto markets.
I feel like that is a interesting strategy that I can't really comment on. Can you get your runes before you deal with these guys?
Well,
and that guy's,
I feel like
he's reanimating.
I'm not having any problem. Look at this.
Okay, but this guy's reanimating behind you. He's back.
Oh, he's back. Oh.
Where'd my hat go?
Okay, now he's going.
Hey, Dance. This is one for the Dance Freak.
This is for the Dance Freak freaks?
This is for the Dance Freak fans in the audience. Check this out. This is one of the lenses that we will be using to shoot Dance Freak on. Can you believe that? Look how big this lens. Look how wide that aperture is.
Drugstore Bone says crypto yuck, and I can't agree more. I don't like.
Guys,
I don't have.
Check out this.
I don't, that is not. I've entered into a stage of my life where I need to start thinking about investments, and I don't think seriously about crypto.
Look at the lens on this. I got this at a thrift store, and we're going to use it to shoot a feature film. And you can see my whole eye in it. Do you see that, Robby?
I can see your whole eye in it, Alan. It looks like one of those eyes. It looks like the wonderful moment in Silent Hill 4: The Room when you walk into the room, and there is a woman's face filling the room.
Isn't it neat that this lens will soon be capturing light from Robby and turning it into a feature film?
She has in Silent Hill 4: The Room. She's got one of those loose eyes. You know what I mean? Like it's moving around on its own, separate from the rest of the body.
I don't know what you mean.
It's like a loose eye. So I came back to find my runes, and I'm not seeing them now. Isn't this where I died?
If you died twice, the runes are gone.
I didn't die twice.
It should be on your map. If you just rotate around, you'll see a little oh, kill that guy before he reanimates. Right. Kill him now. Okay, now just look around on your compass at the top. You'll see a little icon where your runes are. Look. And you've lost them. It appears that you probably died twice.
I didn't die twice.
The runes are gone, buddy.
Oh, someone says I did pick them up.
Great. And how many runes do you have? Let's go find a site of lost grace so we can just lock those runes in, lock in your progress, and level up.
You're gonna lock in
Katie,
on a leg.
level Katie up.
Yes, Katie the Confessor.
But you've never even considered leveling up
leveling up my wife,
Katie.
No, I'm perfectly happy with her level as is. In fact, one of the
and people don't level up it like they do in games.
No, I mean
they get bad. Like
you can cheat a little bit, but it's not. You know,
what do you mean? You cheat on Katie?
No. You cheat, and now you're like, oh, I want to level up my body, so I'm gonna go to the doctor who does that, and he gives me a new body. That's a cheat. I think.
And I
mean, you
see
can go
what
to
you
the
mean.
gym.
I'm gonna level up. I would like to level up my body.
Alan, I started going to the gym again just the other day.
Do you wear a mask?
I did wear a mask.
Is it hard?
It was really hard. It's very hard to go back to the gym after a couple of years and have a mask on.
So you leveled up.
I did feel like I leveled up just a little bit at the time. But I overdid it, and that's always what happens when you go back to the gym after a long absence. You overdo it, and now I've been sore for the last 3 days.
That's great.
So these are the screaming guys, and they are pissed because they were not expecting to see me. I certainly wasn't expecting to see them. But
go in that cave.
I'm not going in that cave. Go in the cave. And these guys don't regenerate. These guys, you knock them down, they're down. They're not gonna come back like those weird spear boys.
No, these guys die.
Skeleton warriors.
This was a lot harder for me when I first started. So you're better. You're better at gaming.
Well, it's not. It's pretty standard stuff.
I had a very hard time with this. Go in that cave and find a site of lost grace.
Thank you for letting me know. Mossy Lump and Nathan Vegetable are having a conversation. I don't have time to figure out what's going on. But Alan, if you could fill me in, I'm very curious.
Hermit Wise says I got a COVID booster yesterday, and I feel like I'm sorry you feel bad. I wish they would boost me, but they've said they've given me too many shots. They won't boost me again. Right. My neighbor Mark, he was giving me shots every day because I kept testing positive. And every time I would take one of the tests, it would always say positive for months and months and months. And I was getting shot. I'd go over to Mark's house and he'd say, I got a new booster shot. He'd boost me up and and it makes me feel really good, like crazy good. And now he doesn't give them to me anymore because he said I've had too many. Back to you, Robby.
What the hell are you talking about?
We're talking about the COVID booster. People in the chat are getting boosted.
I'm in the red. Okay, I can't see a goddamn thing.
You need whoa!
There's chihuahuas.
Was there a site of lost grace in here?
No, I don't know. I was looking for one. You told me to go in the cave.
Then leave it. Well, usually there's a site of lost.
Gee,
run. Usually there's a site of lost.
You led me astray, Alan. I'm toast.
Oh, use your. There's a site right there. There's a site right there.
And I'm toast. That is Danger
I'm getting
Cave.
so
Pokemon
tired.
says that's
is this a
Danger Cave. I feel like this has been so far been great. We've made.
We're back up to 71 viewers.
We're back up to 71 viewers. We feel.
Oh, we went back down to 69.
We're down to 69. So people aren't enjoying the show.
People don't like it. They miss EGI. This is not EGI.
This is not EGI. Oh wait, there was a site of grace.
I told you. Oh, great. Now you can go get your runes.
Now I can go get my runes, but I don't want to go back down there until I figure out how to lamp myself.
You go to the merchant and he'll sell you a lamp.
Well, I can't. I have to go all the way back, and then I have to deal with all these things.
You could avoid them. Run. Hermit Y says, I'm enjoying it, but I have a fever because of the COVID booster. It makes you feel bad.
Wait, which one did the COVID booster man get?
Which
Fever.
brand?
I mean, which brand? Which boost?
At Herman Wise, what brand of COVID boost did you get? Oh,
I know the rooms. I know the rooms are back in the cave, but everyone's telling me to get a lamp. Pfizer. So I got Pfizer. I had 2 shots of Pfizer, no problem. I had 1 shot of Moderna, no problem. I got the Johnson & Johnson, dead for a day.
I had the Johnson & Johnson, got very sick, and then I was just getting Mark shots, is what he called them. He would use these finger quotes. He'd be like, oh, get another Mark shot. This is my neighbor, Mark. He said I needed to get shots or otherwise I'd get COVID, but I would, as I said, still tested positive, so it wasn't worth it. I did feel like I felt both like hell, and I felt a sense of euphoria pretty much right after the shot.
I'm not seeing any kind of torture.
Okay, this guy doesn't.
No, that's a club.
This guy doesn't sell torches.
Wait, so people said that I should come back and get the torch.
I thought he might have one. Maybe go back, find a different merchant to get a torch from. I'm getting very, very loopy right now. I apologize to the chat. I'm gonna apologize.
Well, there ain't no torch in there, so we're out of here. Sorry, my arm just hurted for like an afternoon. That happened to me with the Pfizer booster. So we're talking about COVID shots. We're talking about Dance Freak. We're talking about the upcoming special report in The Economist on Florida, and we're playing Elden Ring. So this is when they talk about multitasking, Alan. This is the kind of thing that I think that they're talking about. And these freaking flasks. All right, so these are the Screamy guys. They are toast. I certainly would not. I would prefer to have a torch at this moment, but I don't have a torch.
I can tell you where to get one. I can tell you.
Okay, tell me to get one.
Go back up, get away from the beach. Go back up to the beginning part of Linggrave. There's a church.
That's gonna take forever.
There's a church. You can fast travel with your map. There's a church.
How do I open the map? Oh, there it is.
You did. There you go.
So
go back to that place.
Let's travel straight. And this is not gonna erase my runes.
No. It just moves your character.
Actually, that's a coolest Maddie says stay hydrated. That's a great idea. I'm going to drink a little bit of water.
Leave the dungeon and head down towards the church.
Towards the church. And will Dance Freak have a close-up shot where a sharp object meets an eye? Absolutely not. Tell you that right now. We all played Dead Space 2. We all know how just disturbing that can be and how unnecessary it can feel. So we're cutting it.
Mail City says my crackling sound is almost gone.
That's what we like to call that's what we like to call a Dance Freak miracle.
A little miracle right there. Thank you, Mail City.
So Dance Freak would not trigger anything but joy. Fair. In the same way that watching one of your favorite PG movies, like the end of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, will trigger a great deal of joy because the kids are reunited with their family, and they're the right size, and the ants are the right size, but they'll never look at the ants the same way again.
Let's hop up on that lift.
I got up there.
Okay. Are you up?
I'm up. Oh, I'm back.
My stream froze. My stream froze.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. Here, now I see.
No, you're back in there. I see you.
It's on whereby it froze, but it's no big deal. See.
So I don't want to mess with that guy because I know my big horsemen from the Breath of the Wild. And I know that you don't mess with those guys until Dance Freak will require its own spreadsheet. Well, that is a true thing because Dance Freak will 100% need its own spreadsheet because we have a budget that we're building and we have, all those perks that we sold for funding the film. Those are all going into a spreadsheet, and all those spreadsheets have notes in case people, if people wanted their wanted to get 2 vouchers instead of a movie ticket. That's in the perks notes, And here is a little Santa Claus. And
that's one of the merchant. He will have a torch for you.
And that you're not after my throat. Now, why not purchase sundry? I am Kale, purveyor of the fine goods. Purchase torch. I don't have any runes.
How many runes does it say you need?
200. Can you?
How many runes do you have?
None. All the runes are in the cave.
It's almost 10 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm so tired.
So let's figure. I think that we're losing Alan. We're winding down. What can we do with the time that we have remaining, Alan? Because we don't have a real clue as to what we're doing here. Just
go explore. Junk. Go that way.
Okay,
Oh no, go.
If I kill this deer, will I get the runes?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I drank my stuff.
You drank it.
Which flask do I want?
Turn to you want the what do you need?
I don't know. There's like 3 flasks.
Well, the red one is health and the blue one is magic.
Oh, okay. So Crimson Tears.
Crimson Tears. Go to your right tears. And you'll find some soldiers you can battle, and they all have a lot of runes.
They all have
kill
a
that
lot
horse.
I
mean, kill that turtle. The tortoise to your right.
That thing?
No, get away from that thing. It's gonna shoot poison at you.
I don't need to worry about that. I can see its holes that are for shooting.
You're doing good. You're much stronger than my character was.
What'd you start with?
I was the prisoner.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Whoa.
Does Elden Ring have dancing emotes? No idea what that means. Reverse transmission was fun. It was fun. My character got cut out of it, but still fun. Alan, are you gone?
I'm right here. I don't know. I didn't even know you had a character in it.
I had one character at one point, and it got cut. And fun fact, Ben and I actually pitched 2 Audible dramas to Audible. The number 2, and then the what do you call it?
Audible is also owned by Jeff Bezos.
Also owned by Jeff Bezos, and both of those were not picked up. But here I am on another Jeff Bezos owned platform, and I'm having I feel like a great deal of success.
So thank you, Jeff Bezos, for allowing us on one of your many platforms.
And maybe if we do well, maybe if Dance Freak ends up on an Amazon platform of another kind, then we will be able to make enough money to afford a seat on a Blue Origin rocket ship.
Wouldn't that be something, Alan and Robby floating around in space like little astronauts?
Now, I bet if we pitched Alan and Robby floating around space doing an episode of EGI Back to Adult Swim, HBO, Discovery Plus, they'd have to say yes. So I'm going to assume that I have 332 runes. That's the bottom right-hand corner.
Enough. Yes,
so let's go get that torch and see if we can... Let's see if we can wrap this up by grabbing my runes from the cave.
They're gone, probably.
Why? I didn't die.
Oh, okay.
Alan, what's your favorite Amazon platform? Comixology?
I didn't know they owned that. I liked the old school original Amazon.com bookstore, a website on
bookstore.com. Alan and Robby in space would be a better service than what Jeff was planning. A better service. I don't see it as a service. I see it as what do I see it as?
A spaceship. It's just a spaceship.
It's just a spaceship, not really a service.
Just a spaceship.
Okay, so here's the Santa Claus man. Yes, I did rest. I promise.
Rest again. You should rest again to get your health.
Yes, I do want to purchase. I would like to purchase 1 torch, please.
Great.
All right. So now we're gonna go back to the cave.
You need to equip it. You're gonna have to go into the menu.
All right. Let's go into the menu.
That's the map. Okay. Equipment. In one of those blank slots.
Alan, I don't think you should use that word.
Blank holes near the shield. Perfect. Okay, now switch. Yep. Oh, you had it?
Yep. All right. Great. We're good? Hello,
good.
I do not know. A service to both of you. Thank you. We don't provide. I don't see it as a service. I feel like the service is on the part of the people who have supported us and enjoyed the work that we've done for these many years that we've been doing it. We didn't know that we would end up having the success in finding an audience that we have had, but we have done it, and here we are. And now we're making a picture.
And we're on Twitch.
And we're on Twitch.
We have 69 viewers watching Robbie stream Elden Ring.
Oh God, fast travel. Good, thank you. So who said fast travel? Human person said fast travel. You got it. Forgot about the fast travel. So thank you, human person. This is the first time playing playing the Elden Scrolls.
Turn your light on. Turn your
and I think that we're well on our way to getting those runes back, Alan. And once we have the runes, I'll find a special place, and we will save the game. I'd love to see that cave moss. See, I wouldn't even know there's this little side tunnel here.
And
doing great now.
They canceled E3.
What? They canceled it again?
E3.
Wait, did I know that? Wait, did they really cancel E3?
It's done.
Wait, it's like they canceled it forever. No more E3.
Well, they didn't say that, but it's not happening. There's your runes. Go get them. Get them. Stop fighting. Get your runes.
Well, it doesn't matter if I...
You can get them while you're fighting. Get them. Get them. You're really a lot better at Elden Ring than I am.
Well, I played
to be sure.
Did play a lot of Bloodborne. I will say that. So we've got those runes.
You got your runes, and there's a site of lost. There's a site of lost grace.
So let's go ahead.
And that's just a fire.
That's just a fire. So I can't save at that fire, even though in all the other games like this you could save at fires. That doesn't make
not in this one.
Whoa!
Careful! Oh,
hello.
It's a boss battle.
Oh no, it's a boss battle.
Don't go in there. Don't go in there.
Oh,
these guys! Watch out! There's two of them.
I wish somebody would have warned me about this. Alan, you're supposed to have played this game.
Yeah, but there's so many caves like this in this game.
Alright, well, let's get the little guys around this. You know that. Ooh. Lord. Not having fun. Not having fun. Jeez. Oh, God. Jerusalem. Damn it! Oh, there's more of them.
There's two.
Oh, golly.
You gotta use your weaponry.
Well, I'm using the weaponry, aren't I? Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Use your shield. Use your shield. Careful. Parry. Parry.
Not parrying fast enough. All right. You know what I do is I keep hitting the L3 button, which in Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen allows you to sprint.
This is not Dragon's Dogma.
Well, I know that now, don't I? Well, it's 10 o'clock. This has been fun. This has been fun. We'll do this again, I think. Alan, do you agree to this?
I'm happy to spend any time with Robbie I can get. I gobble it up like meat. Anytime I get my hands on a minute of Robbie's time, I'm well nourished.
All right. Sure. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. This has been this actually worked out pretty good. Is there something
Thank you for donating to Dance Free.
Thank you for donating to Dance Free, and thank you for being here with us, spending some of your Saturday with us. We'll figure out another time and day to do it, and maybe we'll have some presents.
I don't know if you can give presents on Twitch.
Okay, well, somebody's gonna figure something out.
Thank you so much for sharing the stream and watching.
Maybe we'll do some news and some reviews next time.
I would love to hear you talk about.
So we can do some news and we can do some reviews. We could probably do more than just show this, the Elden Ring, but we just to probably make the movie, to be honest.
Yeah, we should focus on making the movie, but I'm also excited to see Robbie branch out and touch his tip into Twitch. So good night, everybody.
All right, good night, everybody. Thank you again for spending the night with us, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you again for giving us $50,000 to kickstart. Even though it's not a Kickstarter, it kickstarts the project. It gives us what we need to get going. We are in. We're talking we're writing, we're arguing, we're going to bring you something special, and I'm not lying. Good night, Alan.
Bye. Goodbye, Robbie. Bye,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye.